Are there some fellows that don't know that they are fellows? We didn't want to give them really.
Information.
Okay, welcome back. And so we are doing a session of Taylor. Let me go. So we are in 5 minutes. So let's get me an extra to speak on it. 5 minutes or less than that. So I'd like to call upon Lole Emmanuel. Okay.
Hello, good evening. Okay, my name is Gloria. I'm a urbanization planner. We are currently a master's degree students taking a regional development planning at IRB in Dodoma. Open street map through granite mapping in 2017, where the codes in the OBTZ, it was when it was at Adila, then I continued starting to contribute my mapping experiences with local community by expanding my skills through collaborative mapping projects, such as a community map, road map, housing mapping or building mapping. Also, I participated in other innovation projects such as RTK, RTK GPS machines. So we had a project with OMDTV where we were creating or we are assembling equipment so as we can create the RTK GPS and we were to create maps that was useful to the community. Also, we conducted drone mapping projects where in different drone mapping projects, such as we were mapping the river mapping project, and also we were doing a waste mapping project. By using the drone. Yeah, so I got a chance to participate in ODTZ parts via different projects such as community mapping projects and other projects. As you can see, those are the pictures showing when I graduated in 2018. I got a chance to participate in different projects. The image number one, I got a chance to facilitate museum students making a drone. Also, the image number two, I had a chance to get a conversation with East Africa Innovation on the innovation of drone And the image number 3, it was a get together image, any picture, where, as you can see there, we have a late colleague, Iddy, Chazua. We got a chance to get together and okay, so why open mapping? Apart from being a urban and regional planner, I am really thankful that I got a chance to participate in open map projects where it was it's helped me in some point.
You have 2 minutes.
Yes,
2 minutes.
2 minutes now, okay. So it is when I got a chance to to participate in open map, it was very useful since we create awareness among the communities and other benefits. So as an Iddy Chazua fellow, I got a chance to meet Iddy when I graduated my bachelor degree. It was one of the best colleague, a leader, a mentor, a friend, and understanding leader. He was an intellectual and working, and able to learn anytime. I used to, when we were in ODTZ, you can call Iddy at any time. Anytime, Iddy can be there for you, can create, can help you understand different maps, understand GIS, and it is such a honor today to recognize his legacy and celebrate his life. As you can see that it was one of the moments we shared with Iddy Chazua. For real, we are thankful for his life since he created an impactful. He just it was a moment that everyone appreciated or saw his presence through his technical, his social interaction with others. And for real, we really miss him and we'll continue living his legacy. Yeah,
Thank you.
we are thankful for his life.
So much.
Thank you very much.
Another round of applause, please. Thank you very much, Glory. Now it's time for my solo. It's welcome. Yes, I can.
Hello everyone. My name is Nasser Kobali, a high school teacher from Pemba Island, Lekaso. Meeting and inspiring mentors in Chazua. It is when I was joining my master degrees in GIS and remote sensing in 2023, where I got a chance to meet Iddy, who was my classmate and one of the most inspiring people I met. As a class representative, I had the opportunity to closely observe his passion, dedication, and the willingness to support others. As we know, sometimes a single connection can transform your entire career path. When I was a student at University of Dar es Salaam, I don't know about you, or CM, youth, etc. So it is a time when I got into opportunities and I start to work on different marathon activities. Mainly you see, I was getting an opportunity to join open map with Ulysses youth map chapters, and I got the opportunity to be a technical assistant in a Ulysses chapter. When the journey was continuing, you know, the life of hope, studying, we got a time now, we are going to graduate, but the problem where it was, we get opportunity to celebrate our graduation, but you know, our fellows who was absent, and it was our student, Iddy. So now, Iddy was absent in person, but his impact, friendship, and inspiration remain present in our hearts. Honoring Iddy legacy. As we get this opportunity, we have to know that Iddy inspired everyone around him. Through his leadership, kindness, and the dedication to the geospatial community. Leadership is not only what we achieve, but the people we inspire along the way. So we are among those who are inspired by Iddy in his life. So becoming an Iddy Chazua fellows, for me to be honored to join here in Bogot 1 of Iddy Fellowship, a recognition of commitment to open mapping community service. It is vision beyond the universities, empowering communities through maps, mentorship, and meaningful action. Vision for a GIS and a mapping club. Through it is inspiration. I have a vision now open street map and the digital mapping tools to students in Pemba, Zanzibar. You're the student-led GIS club that empower young learners to explore geospatial technologies, contributing to open data in the solve real community challenges through the fellows. Through education, mapping, and the communities services, we can continue the legacy of Iddy Chazua by inspiring the next generation for change matters. So this is a call for you, my friends, as a fellow together. In order to
1 minute.
yes, sir, no problem. In order to be with the Iddys, we have to continue being with what he was inspired with. Thank you very much for your.
Another round of applause, please. So I would like to talk about idea from Ghana.
Hello, everyone. We need to can have this for open space map Mozambique. So first, I would like to defend the opportunity I was given to be here with these great open space Africa. And thank you very much. Be here, enjoying getting the knowledge of open space map. So my journey in OpenStreetMap started in 2017 when I was a university student. I was invited by my teacher to become a volunteer on local community called Abian Mobile. So at that time, I had no idea what the OpenStreetMap was or what tool our heads would have moved. So during 2 years as volunteer on Mabian Mobile projects, I learned a lot about OpenStreetMap. So, and I get the confidence that OpenStreetMap is powerful, but the Mozambican community can take advantage of. That's because in recent time, Mozambique developed population growth, and has made we need to put on map where the main population has settled to help the government playing the sustainable the organization grows. Also, Mozambique is one of the countries most affected by climate change. We need to represent on map which areas are mostly affected by climate change to help the population as they in this location. That's the reason why I'm fighting to share this food with the Mozambican community. In 2018, I created an organization called Comunidade de Mozambique. The goal was to invite my university colleagues on volunteer street map. So we started this capital with 7 members, and today, when we talk about the open map in Mozambique, the Comunidade map is a reference the country, and it's more about the 100 members. It's they participating in a lot of projects in humanitarian activity, where I'm feeling happy to be a piece with this capital. So because on that matter is capital connected by university, it's difficult for someone who is not a member of the Universidad Mundial member. I also I also experienced this limitation when I was born at a university, and I can't be to contribute in personal activity. That was the reason why I began to dedicate my time to contribute as the aeronautical volunteer. And the volunteer election I was fighting for a site where I'm improving my knowledge about the office map. I'm still participating in challenge. And now I'm a mentorship of the Comunidade of the OpenStreetMap Mozambique, because there are some members without connection with the Universidade de Mozambique cannot be a member of Comunidade Mozambique. We have a group where who needs to be a volunteer mapper can get on group, and I'm still supporting for those people. And my team intensity of OpenStreetMap volunteer. So I'm very happy because in the start of this year, I spent the number of contribution. What's gonna be a 1 minute? A supermarket. Now I'm still waiting for another validation. And also I was selected as the fellowship validator. I was the second position on this where I'm trying to look at community in the municipal council to begin to produce the local database, because where we are making only on office but we are not using as local as the local. I'm trying to connect this group and start to make that local database. So how I'm doing now? I'm training the students. I'm training the student who has is accessible to computer, internet. At school, we know that OpenStreetMap needs some resource to. And I'm still training the local giant using small food OpenStreetMap that is SharpMap, also try to map our community. And after that, the date would be completed by technical of municipal council, where I'm trying to mapping and using data export, OpenStreetMap data export, and tool to manage data. As a pilot project, now we are working on one district, one of the districts in Mozambique, most affected by flood. So for now, we make all district under.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So someone lost their glasses. They are in light green. They are light green color. And then we also have a charger here. So if you lost charger, you can find it with us here.
Okay, another round of applause for the
Thanks. Maybe I can start with the question. We have made a single edit today, a single edit on OSM today. I can say really. Who has ever made a single edit or contribution to OSM? Who has ever made any contribution? So I can see almost everybody here has made a contribution. So what we are doing, or the contribution that we are contributing to the OpenStreetMap, we actually not only changing the map, so actually putting the data, but through the entire process of the entire things that we are doing, we actually change the lives of people. So today we are here actually honoring the life or the life of our brother, Iddy Chazua. And in front of you, I am Imani Seleman, the geospatial and environmental specialist. So I am a youth map alumni from Sokoine University of Agriculture. I think we can actually see the photo at the top. I was attending the State of the Map, Global State of the Map conference in Kenya, in Nairobi. So my story actually reflects the contribution that has been made by Iddy Chazua, but also the Open Map Development in Tanzania, actually, in shaping the community of mappers in Tanzania. So everything that you have seen, for those maybe the foreigners, is actually from the start of the conference until today, but also the challenges and the contribution that have been made by the mappers from Tanzania. Actually, there is a lot that has been done by this brother, especially inspiring us, the young generation, into mapping. So what does this fellowship mean to me? So as a young individual, a young community leader, but also a mapper, this fellowship or being awarded in the Iddy, it is a recognition of the past works or the past mapping that we've been doing, but it's actually a responsibility also to me. So I believe that from today, I'm actually sharing the experience that we have been, into mapping, but actually we need to strengthen our commitments, I can say, as a community, to make sure the activity or the contribution that he has brought to mapping or mapping community in Tanzania, but also Africa. It does not go to heaven, but actually to accelerate it. So after this conference, I learned something that through this fellowship, I need to actually learn more about mapping, but also actively engaging in the mapping communities and actually the activities that we are doing, but also to inspire others. Because as we have seen in different stories and different presentations, a lot of people have been, inspired by our brother Iddy. So we can take an example. There is thousands and hundreds of people that have been inspired from Israel. So myself, my first encounter with Iddy and Iddy's work was in 2021 at Sokoto University of Agriculture, where I was starting my BSc in Environmental Science and Management. So through mappers and open map development in Tanzania is where we actually started to work together. But the influence, also the inspiration that we got from Iddy, I know I am here as a representative of, the other group of people who are not here as well. So maybe the fellowship couldn't bring a lot of people into this conference. But as a representative is we have learned a lot from this brother, but also the promise to make more commitment to do or to put a lot of work into mapping initiatives. So beyond this fellowship, actually, if I can summarize, is we are committed to continue Iddy's legacy or to honor, his life by doing more work, because the best way to honor a legacy is, putting in more work. And we are ready for the work. And I can say I am actually volunteering to be the permanent, representative of the Iddy Chazua. So whatever we doing and working, mapping, collaborating with others, mentoring individuals, teaching the young guys on OpenStreetMap or whatever SOSM contribution, I will keep mentioning or using Iddy as an example to me, but also to the young generation that has to come. So by saying that, I actually extend my gratitude to Open Map Development Tanzania, Brother Ino, but also the team of Open Map Development Tanzania, the scholarship committee, and the local organizing committee, as well as each and everyone who is actually in this conference or was attended in this conference. I know you put a lot of effort and a lot of work that you guys are doing. So let's keep pushing and doing more work. So the last thing to me is personally a request to all of us to keep praying for our brother to rest in peace. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Would like to ask about Finland.
Good evening. My name is Suleiman Aliamu. I'm from Zanzibar, Tanzania. It's a great opportunity and in front of community of mappers as one of 2026 Iddy Fellows. I'm a marine scientist and marine aquaculturalist. That I that have a strong and a deep passion for GIS. However, my journey didn't begin with GIS. However, my journey didn't begin with GIS and remote sensing. It began along the coastline of Zanzibar, where I realized our community depends on our ocean for livelihood, their cultural and food security. As I worked in marine field, I realized that our marine ecosystem is a vast, complex ecosystem that needs monitoring and management. So monitoring such a very complex ecosystem like ocean is difficult sometimes without GIS technology. And so that introduced me to GIS and eventually to open street mapping. So after realization that after realization that I need to apply GIS, so it led me to ask a simple but powerful question: that how can I use GIS and open mapping to contribute marine conservation and sustainable use of our ocean resource? So from there, I started applying GIS and remote sensing in analyzing coastal changes, shoreline changes that I helped marine conservationists to understand how our coastline changes over time so that they can have implementation to manage fisheries, manage their marine ecosystem. I also analyzed, I also participated and involved in marine resource mapping, where I involved in mapping fishing grounds and the fishery habitat, fish hotspot habitat that may help in managing our fish stock. I also participated in participatory mapping, where I involved with community in mapping our marine resource. I also analyzed dolphin hotspot distribution along the eastern coast of Zanzibar. So this analysis helped marine conservationists to monitor and manage the marine mammals, endangered marine mammals. I also analyzed the sea turtle nesting potential and the shoreline dynamics to conserve sea turtle. Yeah, and I also used GIS in tracking marine vessels that pass nearby our IPA to monitor their effect to our reef. I also shared my GIS skills and knowledge to local NGO, local marine communities, and other students, researchers who are passionate in GIS. So why OpenStreetMap matter to me is that local community, they are going to help us to map our coastal resources and share it to OpenStreetMap, and then researchers can use them in conservation practice. My vision is simple, it's to supporting mapping and marine mapping and mapping for conservation. As a Iddy fellow, I think Iddy fellow committee for supporting my motivation and believing in my journey. I got to know Iddy through my teacher, Mr. Ali, who introduced me to Iddy and introduced me to attend some training here in Iddy. So that, so from there, I developed a passion in using JSC for marine conservation. So I live with few paragraphs. Every map tells a story, but the most meaningful map are created by people who truly know this story. So let us continue building open maps, not only for show where places are, but also to protect the people, ecosystem, and the future they present. Also in a marine part, most of mappers, most of OpenStreet mappers, their focus is on mapping lands. They map roads, they map building and tree, but there is ocean as well. So ocean needs the same attention because it's many people depend on ocean for their livelihood and and their life in general. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think everyone is heard. As a representative of the mapping team, now we need to change the vision also. The marine is working for us. Thank you very much. I'd like to call upon Justin from Rwanda.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My presentation is from Rwanda today. My name is Justin Vinyana from Rwanda. I'm part of OSM Rwanda. I joined OSM Rwanda in June 2003. The spark that I started it all discovered OpenStreetMap. I joined June 2023, the most interesting platform to build skills and make a real impact. I had the opportunity to have a amazing trainer like Becky Khan, Joffrey, and Kingsley. Thank you so much to the skills and the knowledge they shared with me. I becoming a trainer, started training others in Rwanda, making mapping local and accessible. And I had the opportunity to attend conference in globally, like Kenya, Manila, Philippines, and now I'm here in Tanzania, state of the map Africa. Continue to grow, share, and inspire the next generation of African mappers. I was excited to becoming part of the Iddy Chazua Memory Followers. A rigors that inspires Iddy Chazua stories and inspire the spirit inspired entire pharaohs in his honor. His rigors remains alive through every mapper who carries his value forward. Being selected as a follower meaning carrying that responsibility with pride. These fellows give me the platform to be here at the start of the Map Africa with you today. Growing into a hot global guru, they give me certificate, try to write some stories in my OSM diary, hot global guru network, now part of the international network running Rwanda. My quality, I used to focus on quality over quantity. My philosophy, meaningful edits that stand the test of time, not just high number. I had opportunity to contribute in numbers, to have an impact in numbers. I contributed building waterways, highway, and I got score in ESA Guru, which is 88 per 100. What I have learned in OSM is not just a map, it is a movement, and African is reading it. Quality mapping changes lives, accuracy matters more than volume. Every conference, fellowship, and network expands your impact beyond your hub. My key message I want to share with you all, teaching others in your own language is the fastest way to grow a community. Thank you so much.
Yes, so much.
Another round of applause. I'd like to welcome Justus.
Hello. Good evening to you all. My name is Chazua. I come from Uganda. I'm part of the Splash Mappers Media University. I'm still a student and my final year. And I'm pursuing my bachelor's degree in land surveying and engineering geomatics. I'm happy to be part of you. Yes, I became part of the OpenStreetMap right away in 2023 when I just joined a campus. In my university, I found out that actually most of these guys knew that mapping is only for surveyors. Yeah, that's why somehow I was actually forced to be part of the OSM because the current, by then, the leadership, one of the presidents was actually my first surveyor, therefore I had to, by all means, be part of it. This actually gave me the opportunity to actually engage with him, then join different trainings, marathons. Actually, I was able to improve my skills and got connected to different people that helped me be where I am now. So one of the activities we have been doing as students from Lightening University, where I'm the publicity, we're able to actually come up with a do a special guide. Yes, the university actually requested us to design something that can actually allow or help the maybe the students, other people who are maybe within the university process that in case they are going to visit any facility, let's say maybe it's a library, let's say maybe a nearby bar, yeah, maybe they want to go and enjoy. And maybe they don't know that the place, they don't know where to go to, what can they do? So it's an app. But all you have it, you can just log into it and then get access to whatever you want. And instead, maybe you also want maybe a hostel nearby. Instead of now traveling looking for hostels around, wasting all that time and maybe cost. Yeah, so when you have this app, can actually help you get to know the name of the hostel, captain, the amount attached, yes, so that you can actually negotiate right away. And actually putting in your own cost to visit the area. Within that, we have actually to collect data about different facilities, come up with this app. Yes, we collected data about health facilities. But if you're sick and maybe you're not sure of the nearby health facilities you are in that place, yes, so what can you do? So facilities, health facilities, yes, maybe library, you want to visit a nearby library, yeah, like that. And so we used our maps to me.
1 minute.
Okay. Yes, we got an opportunity also to participate in a world cleanup 2025. And yes, and in here we're able to actually identify different mapping hotspots and illegal dumping sites within the community, whereby we use the chat map that guided us. I think all of us now know how to use chat map because we have been actually taught how to use this. Yes, we can see the photos. Yes. Then this shows something about this is the investor that you get us also to carry out mapping of on council, Legion University. Yes. Yes, I'm not saying. Finally, I'll talk about the Africa Map Cup. Yes, to me, it was an opportunity to take part in this because I actually improved my skills. Yes, and I got to know different people. Yes, I'm sure most of you people know me. Is because of this. Yeah. So if I'm sure if I had not joined the market already, people wouldn't be knowing me. Yes. Yes. And actually, I hope to see the organizer actually present to us the winners, but I don't know what happened. I wanted to see the team with duty. Yes, because these guys somehow we are wondering how they were getting this thing. Yes, and I really want to thank those people really. Yes. All of them are my friends, but anyway. We also did our best and we actually picked out by yes, OAU, Smartpass, yes. Finally, last year I also got an opportunity to be part of the ESA Validation Fellowship. Yes, and yes, and again, they're not really. Yes, so we were taught about improving data quality, minimizing errors, mapping workflows. Yeah, so in case you have any project that needs to be validated, please, I'm here for you. And finally, allow me to thank the foreign people. I'm here because of them, I think, yeah. Because they have always been guiding me also. Yes. If at all I need them, they have been guiding me. Yeah, at any time, really. And allow me to mention their names, please. One is Mr. Geoffrey Kaseriga. Thank you so much. Yes, another is Madam Buki. Thank you. Yeah, yes, there is Mr. Michael. Thank you. Mr. Alan, that is also in Ghana. Thank you so much. Yes, I can't actually read all the names because, yeah, as I told you, I participated in I've been participating in different hackathons, trainings, this also this is the Revolution Fellowship, and my fellow colleagues have been helping me also. Yes, I mentioned my three names. There is Sabrina, my friend, thank you. Yes, there is my friend Makura, thank you so much. Yeah, I may not mention all the names. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And we had as a background, this level project is here. Okay. We are done presentation now. I would like to welcome the board.
Place of our work should not be measured by the number of maps created, but by the positive changes those maps create. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Deborah. Thank you. I'm from this one. I don't know what to say, but I'm so grateful today that I'm here. I started know about OSM 2018. I was living in this place. But it was through the web, the temporary job, whereby both was in collaboration with malaria project in Botswana. I started to know that the OSM exists, but I wasn't actually into it until 2020, whereby I volunteered to become an intern, which was headed by Geoffrey and Rebecca. That's when now I started to participate in OSM. That's when I started to know much more about it. But today I'm standing here not only knowing that the knowledge that I have acquired, I'm not part of any organization, any community in my country, because it is now my time to create that community. I started this year. That was my first hackathon. I had quite a lot of number of people, around 10 who registered participate in the marathon community system. But I've learned through years of learning through other marathons that have been happening all around. But I never thought OSM is only the, because at first I thought OSM was, but only to find that the most of the work is done remotely. Therefore, as I was saying that my first creation was, my first marathon was this year in order to create what's called OSM was one. And I had almost 10 people, but only 2 people actually joined during that day. I was third, but also therefore. But besides that, I managed to do another session. We actually, I had also one person who participated. I was still dropped because I knew that this is just the beginning, and I'm still going to continue. But I had a lot of help from my colleagues that I always work with online, such as Kinsky. Therefore, today I stand here to say that I have a lot of take-home message, of which will help me to continue with my journey of creating the community within Botswana. Because I believe that the real impact only start. It has started here in the conference, yes, but the real impact starts when we hit home. It begins when the knowledge that we have gained here and I also know that it becomes more meaningful when we are trained to miracles. That's like we have a marathon yesterday, before yesterday, learning about how to create maps, so new maps. We've been trained. So they should remain extra contributors, helping improve open data in their communities. So it is not only about the sport but also about going back to our own communities. For my last word, I would say that the true measure of the success is not the number of the presentations that we have attended and the workshops, the other rooms that we participated in, but even the maps that we have created. Yes, created maps, but they do matter. But a true achievement only begins when we eat local community. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, as we give map Africa 2016, this carry forward the energy, ideas, and the connections we have built here. Thank you.
Next person will be Dina Bindi.
Hi everyone, Edna Didi from Kenya. Please tolerate my voice. I had a goosebumps. Okay, so as part of, okay, my mapping journey started back in 2023, around October, November, where I got to participate in a marathon organized by the Kenya Red Cross. That's when I first heard of open data and search. And then I got to join OSM Kenya in January 2024. And since then, I've been able to do a lot of mapping and also be part of these initiatives such as the ESTA Validation Fellowship, and also currently part of the Global Guru Network that was talked about yesterday. So at OpenStreetMap Kenya, we do activities along the lines of capacity building and also community engagement. And when it comes to capacity building, every year we usually do a data quality training. And this year I hope to see all of you there so that we can share the skills we got from the ESTA Validation Fellowship to you all. When it comes to community engagement, I would like to thank God for organizing the World Cleanup Day that we had last year, September, where we got to interact with our slum community in Nairobi. And we just got to understand how the state of waste is, how waste is managed in the community. So in my short experience in the open mapping community, I have got to learn that the ends matter, the impacts, the skills that we share, and the knowledge that we pass down to the people who are not given in the GIS fields or anything related to open map is what is important. And that is exactly what Iddy was doing. And we hope to embody his amazing characters in what we do every day. I would like to pass my gratitude to the OMDCC and the organizing committee that enabled me to be part of this event, and to also Becky for being here with us and as the global gurus and also the ESTA validators we've got to meet. So thank you for having us here. I'm deeply honored. And lastly, to Team Kenya for bringing along the vibes and ensuring I have a good time here. Thank you.
Next person of the Yonkulu of Burundi.
Everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Nyongo Disre. I come from Burundi. I am an Iddy Chazua Memorial Fellow. I'm here to present from Burundi to the open mapping community. My journey into GIS and mapping started when
I started my bachelor's degree at the University of Burundi. Different internships I did on the Geographic Institute of Burundi. The internship I did at my local state office. I'm someone who is passionate about GIS, spatial data, and remote sensing. I'm also interested in environmental mapping and biodiversity because last year I participated in the first edition of the local conference of youth in my country that talks about climate change and many ways to solve it. Actually, I'm preparing for previous master's degree in Ethiopia. That means science, policy, practice, interfaces on biodiversity, ecosystem services, and climate change. I will look how to build a bridge between cartographical mapping and biodiversity ecosystems in my country. Why this fellowship matters? It is because Chazua's legacy is inspired me because it shows that open data can create more opportunities, local and or internationally. Mapping can solve real-world problems when they are well presented. Knowledge grows through cooperation, and we see that actually young Africans can contribute globally to solve real-world problems like climate change, health, or other domains. My vision for Burundi is to promote OpenStreetMap and open mapping across the university that I did my bachelor's degree, improve access to geographic information systems for communities, mostly in my native province called Kayanza. So for now, after this presentation, you should know something that every map feature represents a community, a story, and an opportunity to make a difference. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Uh, last pillar, Juliana, in that. What part do we stand around?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Juliana Bernard, and my journey on OpenStreet mapping started in my second year at Sokoine University of Agriculture, where I had the chance to attend field practical training and security. I am really proud to be part of the Iddy Chazua Memorial Fellowship, which has strengthened my understanding of how open mapping can create lasting impacts for people and the environment. Iddy Chazua demonstrated that open mapping is more than creating maps. It is a powerful tool for positive change. Today, I would like to share how I'm honoring Iddy Chazua's legacy in my career as an environmental expert in the civil engineering sector. We apply open mapping by using OSM and GIS to identify environmental hotspots and potential risks before the construction of roads, bridges, and other infrastructure projects, whereby this helps to protect sensitive ecosystems, reduce environmental impacts, and safeguard surrounding communities. Iddy Chazua's legacy reminds us that maps are more than data. They are tools for protecting people and the environment. So, as a proud member of the Iddy Chazua Memorial Fellowship, I am committed to carrying this legacy forward by using open mapping to support sustainable infrastructure, protect our environment, and strengthen our communities in Tanzania. Thank you very much.
Okay,
All of you can stand up and wave in the thing and officer and often do another round of applause for them. Yes, stand up. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see. I would like to welcome Geoffrey, Eleda, and then Innocent Mauli for our session.
And if you can get some lights on in the room. This is the final session, everyone. Okay, how are you feeling? Good? After yesterday, huh? I was really impressed this morning by the number of people who signed up for the first session. So clap for yourself if you are here for the first session. Okay, so yeah, we are going to close this conference. I don't know if the control room is hearing us. Let's see who is in the audience and we have some nice photos also for the closing. But yeah, you know, I think you can get us started. Okay, so during this edition of State of the Map Africa, here are some numbers for you to go back home with. We had 3 days of conference days, 76 speakers, okay, 56 sessions. Among those, we had 2 e-notes and an amazing 15 lightning talks, some of which we have just had right now. We had 11 academic talks and 5 workshops. We had 1 panel discussion, we had 1 part of a further session, which was a self-organized session, and not forgetting the social event. We always have much as Head of the Map Africa. This time we didn't have it, but we had a competition at the dance floor yesterday. Yeah, I think we had Tanzania versus the rest of the world. Who are the best dancers? Okay.
I think for me, the best dancer was Volta. He had some amazing steps. Yeah, so as we are wrapping up, some of the stats that we can announce, of course, thanks for everyone that was posting online using our hashtag SOTMA Africa 2026. Thanks for all that. But we had an on-site participants of 128 people. A really proud of ourselves. And these represent 21 countries that were represented here. We have so many people from, of course, Tanzania is the host, but of course our neighbors, Kenya, Uganda, Zambia, Malawi, across Western Africa, but also not to forget our visitors from outside Africa, which makes us one. And apart from that, we have 104 online participants who joined us via Zoom and YouTube, and they were following all the session. And these are represented by 10 countries. And to my surprise, Kenyans were killing it. So can you guys start? We had 4 minutes training online, and the second, I think one was Tanzania. But I was really surprised and I was very happy to see that we are making noise.
Yeah, we love to hear your feedback. So if you're joining us online, do share also your highlights. Even if you're in the room here, we also have a Telegram group for the conference. So yeah, share some of your best moments of this conference. What was your most enlightening discussions that you had at the